guys, you are welcome to DSSG Nation. So if this is your first time watching the video from DSSG Nation, do make sure you subscribe and you hit the bell button so we can notify you whenever we create any video. So today we are going to be talking about the bones and the skeleton. So pick your paper and your pen and let's get started. Hi guys. Yeah, welcome back. So I said we are going to be talking about the skeleton and the bones. So skeleton and the bones. Now, to make this easier, just go and know that skeleton is the combination of bones. Skeleton is the what? The combination of bones. It means a bone, 2 bones, 3 bones, 4 bones, up to the total amount of bone in human body, which is 2 ossicles. So everything forms the what? Forms a skeleton. Now, let's start from the bone proper. So, what is a bone? A simple definition of a bone. You can just say a bone is a connective tissue surrounded by a solid matrix. So it's a what? A connective tissue. A connective tissue surrounded by what? Surrounded by a solid matrix. So that is the simple definition for what? For bone. Now, what are the types of bone? We have basically like 5 types of bone, and the acronym is fleece. So, talking about the types of bone, we have like 5, and the acronym is what? Fleece. So the F right here, it means flat bones. And after that, the L, long bones. Long bones. And after that, the I, irregular bone. Irregular bones. And then we have the what? We have the sesamoid bones. Sesamoid bones. Sesamoid bone. And finally, the last S are short bones. Short bones. So what are all these things about? We said flat bones. Simply, they are bones that are flat. An example of such bones are the bones of the skull. So the bones of the skull. Bones of the what? Of the skull. So the acronym for the bone of the skull is festal. So we are going to talk about that in our next video. So the frontal. The E is the ethmoidal. Then the S is sphenoidal. So festal, T, the T is temporal, O occipital, and the P parietal. So for the long bones, so there are those bones that have rather epiphysis and diaphysis. So they are long in nature. So example is the bone of the forearm, so the lower arm. So the bone of the legs, so they are the humerus, so femur, tibia, fibula, etc. So the next one are the regular bones. So, talking about the regular bones are the bone of the what? Of the backbone, the vertebra. So back what? Back bones. So they are called the vertebra. They are regular what? Regular bone. So they are regular in shape and size. So, and then talking about the sesamoid bone, they are bone that develop from capsule or tendons. So example is the kneecap called the patella. Kneecap called the what? The patella. So, and then the short bones. Talking about the short bones, they are the bones of the wrist and the bones of the ankles. We call them the tarsals and the carpals. Tarsals and what? And the carpals. So that is that about the types of bone. So a quick recap. So I said the skeleton and bones. Combination of bones will give us a skeleton. So skeleton is a combination of bones. So we have 2 ossicles bones in the human body, and then we have a simple definition of a bone. It is a what? A connective tissue surrounded by a solid matrix. So, types of bone, the acronym is fleece. So, the F is flat bones. So, example of flat bones are the bones of the skull. And then, the next one are long bones, and that is humerus. So, humerus is right here. Then, the femur, bone of the leg, the thigh to be precise. And then, the tibia, that's the bone of the lower leg, the strongest bone of the lower legs. So, and then the regular bones. So, the regular bones, they are the backbone, the vertebra. And then we have the what? We have the sesamoid bone. That is the kneecap, your patella, so your knee. So the last one are the short bones. So they are the tarsals and the carpals. So tarsals are the bones of the ankles, carpals are the bones of the wrist. Now let's go into skeleton proper. So what are the types of skeleton? So stated. Yeah, welcome back. Now, talking about skeleton. So, I've told us that skeleton is the combination of what? Combination of bones that form the framework of the body. So, the skeleton is the what? Combination of all these bones that forms the what? The framework of the what? Of the body. Now, this skeleton we have two types. So, the first one, so types of skeleton now, types. So, the first one is called the axial skeleton. Axial what? Axial skeleton. And the other one is called the appendicular skeleton. Appendicular skeleton. Now, this axial skeleton, it is from the word axis. Axis. Ag what? Axis. And axis means the center of something. The center. So, axial skeleton, they make up what? The center of the body. So, they make up the center of the body. So, it means the skull. So, the vertebral column. So, and then the ribs, this place. So, the ribs and then the sternum. So, those things are the what? They make up the what? They make up the what? The center of the body, the core, the body core. So, they are the axial skeleton. So, and the acronym is VSR. So, the axial skeleton, they make up the what? They make up the what? The center of the body. Now, we said the acronym is VS and R. So, the V, let's start with the S. So, S is the skull. So the skull, and then the V, vertebra, vertebra. So vertebra are the backbones. So VS and R. So we have one more S. So that is sternum, sternum, and the R is the ribs. So these are the what? These are the axial skeleton within the body: the vertebra, the skull, the sternum, and the ribs. So we are going to pick them one after the other and start explaining them later. Now, another important thing is that the function of this axial skeleton is majorly the protection of vital organs. Now, example now, the skull is responsible for protecting the brain. That is the vital organ. So, look at the sternum and the ribs together. They are protecting vital organs such as the lungs, the heart, and the legs. So, the heart, the lungs. So, they are vital organs. Now, look at this vertebra. This vertebra is protecting the what? The spinal cord. That's the vital organ of the CNS, the central nervous system. So the major function of the axial skeleton is what? Protection of vital organs. Now, switch into the appendicular skeleton. The appendicular skeleton, the word appendicular is from the word appendage. An appendage just means, I don't know the best way to put that, but the appendage is talking about the arms and the legs. So these things, the word appendage actually means like adding some kind of part to something else. So let's say we add something at the middle like this. So if you add something, insert something into something. I mean, if you insert something, some kind of branches into this main structure, these two things are appendages. And that is how our arms and legs works. So our leg is inserted at this region. Our legs rather are inserted rather at this region. So because they insert it into this core, so that's what makes them an appendicular skeleton. So, for this appendicular skeleton, they are the what? The arms and the legs, together with the what? The shoulder and the hips. So, which means the appendicular skeleton, example is the what? The shoulder girdle, our shoulder. So, the shoulder girdle, and what? And the upper arm, and the arm, strictly. So, and the arms. So, and after that, the what? The hip girdle, and the legs. So these are the what? The appendicular skeleton. Now, the function of the appendicular skeleton is to enhance movement. Move what? Movement. So the hand and the legs, what they enhance is what? Is movement. So that is the major function of the appendicular skeleton. Now, a quick recap for skeleton. So I said skeleton is a combination of bones that forms the framework of the body. And we said we have two types. We have the what? We have the axial skeleton and the what? And the appendicular skeleton. So I said the word axia is from the word axis, which means center. So those bones that constitute the center of the human body, the acronym is VS square R. The V is vertebra, that is the backbone, and then the S is the skull. So, and then the sternum right here, and then the ribs right here. So, we said their main function is what? Is protection of vital organs. Vertebral column is protecting the spinal cord, then the skull is protecting the brain, the sternum and ribs are protecting the what? The heart and the lungs. So, coming back to this appendicular skeleton, so example is the shoulder blade, and then the hip, the shoulder guard and the hip guard, and then arms and the legs. So their function majorly is to enhance movement, and that is that on the skeleton. So we are going to be dealing with them one after the other. And now, what is the function of bone? So the general function of what? Of bones. One is what? Protection of what? Of vital organs, so that's this easier. Another one is to enhance movement. So two. Another one from our knowledge of the bone tissues. We talked about the compact bone surrounding the inner spongy, and then the spongy has some kind of trabeculae, and spaces within it contains bone marrow. So the function of that bone marrow is production of red blood cells, which means another function of what? Of bone is production of blood cells. Production of what? Of blood cells. Of blood cells. If you don't understand this, go and watch our previous video. You will understand. So this is the three now. Now four. Another one is that you have yellow bone marrow, and the function of that is to store fat. So it means storage of what? Storage of fat is one of the functions of bones. So let's just add one more. So apart from that, bone, it helps in the storage of minerals too. Storage of minerals. So like calcium and the like. So storage of minerals. So apart from that, you can still dish in more functions, but let's just call this talk about that. And that marks the end of this video. So if you enjoyed the video, do make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if this is your first time watching a video from the SSG Nation, do make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so we can notify you when we create. Hi guys.